I think it's working. That is great. In stream, I've got access to all this. Great. Alright. Well, I think I got it to work. This is a live stream. Cool. So let's, welcome to my channel. I'm going to play a little bit of Red Alert. So let's take a look here. Alright, this is CNCnet. That's what you're looking at. Okay, just checking my... Wow, this is cool. So you get to see me discover streaming for the first time. I do usually do this on PlayStation 4, and I apologize for the audio. It's not going to be good, but, boy, this is cool. Cool. Alright, so... These are the settings I like to play under if you want to take a look at those. And I'm going to play as Ukraine. We're going to play on... Let's play on... What's a good one to play? Let's see. Boy, there's so many maps. None of them are... A lot of them are too small for me. I like big, huge maps. Because I like to play with my enemies like a cat. It's kind of fun. Here, I'm going to turn my volume down to a third. Yeah, let's do one that has water. Let's do... Not holy grounds. Yeah, combat zones. Let's do that one. Now I'm going to start at 3. Easies all over. A normal and a hard. And we are going to put them as far away from us as possible, because this game is really difficult. It's super hard. I don't know if you've ever played it. It's old, but it's a super hard game. So let's see. It's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth as such visual experience. Experience what? That's interesting. Okay, so basically this game was made in like 1996, and I've been playing it since it came out. I've been playing it a long time, and it's always been a really difficult game, but I for some reason couldn't stop playing it, and had the need to discover how to beat it. So, yeah, you're basically seeing however long that is, 20 some odd years of me playing this game. Let's see, we'll go back to here, make sure I'm doing this correctly. Yeah, you can see that. Awesome. Anybody, any comments? No comments. That's sad. That's super sad. Oh boy. Well, we're just going to do this anyway. Alright, we're going to hop into this. So the first thing you want to do is you want to set up your construction yard with your truck. That's the first thing you want to do. Then a normal player would build a barracks here, but I'm a weirdo. I'm going to build an advanced power plant. And I'm going to build a couple of them. You can group your, see if there's a, like, you can see how there's like a 1 on that little guy there. You might be able to see it. Uh, that's his group. You can number group them, your units, which is pretty handy. And then after you build your barracks, you're going to want to build an ore refinery. And I'd be way further ahead in making it, but I play weird, so I'm pretty sure that on this map the enemy is right here. Yeah, there's his truck. So this is an ore truck, and it's going to collect this ore and bring it back to the ore refinery and turn it into cold hard cash that you can use to buy weapons on the black market. And then, yeah, that's cool. So, you know what I can do? As I can go, I could probably go to my channel and see if it's working, right? Yeah, my channel. My videos. Oh, look at that. My live stream. That's great. Here, I'm going to click on it. I'm wasting time. So this is a very time-sensitive game, too. So, you want to make sure that you're Johnny on the spot, like I'm not. I'm totally screwing this up. Okay, then we got our ore truck going, and then what I like to do is, after playing this for so many years, you kind of know how the AI is going to behave. And one of the main things that the AI likes to do is it will retaliate immediately upon you building your second ore refinery. Like, it's like a trigger for the AI. Like, once our refinery 2 is built, whoever can will attack you. And it'll usually be a blitz from all AI. So it doesn't matter if they're enemy team, they're enemies. They're going to attack you. So what I like to do is hold off on building my second refinery as long as possible. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have 3 right here that are coming right here. And I'm going to have an open space, a road right here, so that the trucks can have easy access. You got to think about that in the future, and a lot of people won't place their stuff so tightly, but I like to have a lot of buildings, so I pack stuff as tightly as possible. Also, I like the clean look. But that's in regular play or league play, you probably would never want to do that. You would never ever want to do that. A lot of people will like to micromanage. Like, look at this. This guy's going to come for me here. So I got to defend myself. Yeah, we're in trouble. So see that how important that timing is. It's super important. Because they do not hesitate, and this is easy difficulty. Just as a reminder, right? Like, this isn't the most difficult. Wow, this is really giving me some trouble. So I don't think I want to place that yet. So I lose a lot in this game. So you're either we're gonna be here for a while, or this is gonna be a quick one. So we survived that, and now I'm not gonna retaliate, because if I retaliate, they're just gonna retaliate, and I want some relative peace for my trucks so they can gather money Um, that's the most important thing for me now. Now you're maybe wondering why I'm building multiples of particular buildings. It's because the more of a particular building you have that produces units, it will produce them faster. So you can see there's this little timer. Now you can build more ore trucks if you build a service depot, and that will make your building production go faster, which is something I often like to do. But I feel like if you're going to build multiples of anything, it should be your war factory. So if you do need to build a lot of something really quickly, like tanks, for instance, you're definitely going to want to do that. Yeah, then there's a benefit there to that. Looks like we got a jokester over here. Now let's build this little road here. So we're going to give us some space, and then I'm going to put a warp factory on the other side of it. Slow and steady wins the race. I kind of feel like I should be more worried about this northern border than these guys here. Ooh, this is a crate. Okay, so you want to get a soldier and go grab that crate. I don't know if you can see this crate right here. Right here, this little crate. Send your little guy over there because it might be a bomb, but a lot of times it's money or other units for free. So you really want to pick that kind of shit up. Okay, that's a pretty good road if you ask me. So I think that was money. Was that money? If it had a dollar sign, that was money. So that's what we want. Okay, and then from here, I'm going to build these little Tesla coils in a diagonal down here. And then I'm going to run an advanced power plant up to these trees and run Tesla coils all along here. At some point, we'll move that border up here probably. If I don't, I mean, we'll see what happens. Boy, it looks like it's streaming all right. Let's see what the audio sounds like. Here. At some point, we'll move that border up here. Oh, that's not bad at all. If I don't. Cool. And also, the other cool thing about this game is the frickin' soundtrack. The soundtrack is fucking badass. Trying to think of the name of the guy. Oh, I can't remember. He came out with some new stuff recently. Newer stuff recently. He's freaking awesome. I'll have to look up what his name is. Okay, so we're out of power. So what that means is that the Tesla coils aren't going to work, and things are going to be built at a slower pace. Not always, but sometimes it really affects how quickly things get built. So this is another reason why when you're playing as a Soviet, that you want to build power plants and large ones often. Just so that you can get these Tesla coils running. To me, in my opinion, they're the best. They are the best defense in the game. But you have to have a really good group of them because when the AI will zerg, when hard AI zergs, or I don't know what rushes you. I guess you shouldn't call it a zerg. When they rush you. Sometimes it's an onslaught, and you might not make it out of it. So you can see there's a little mini map now that I've built the radar dome. That's really helpful in seeing attacks from far away. Also, it gives you access to the airfield and the tech center, which are late game buildings that you definitely want to utilize. Uh-oh, I'm picking a fight here. That's not good. Another good reason to get your Tesla coils out near ore is that you can basically tower rush their trucks. And then when they come to retaliate, they have to fight your defenses, and those are really badass. Frank Klepacki, I think is his name. Klepacki, that sounds Polish. Yeah, Westwood Studios. Yeah, dude, his stuff is fucking badass. You should check him out. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, pretty positive. Pretty sure it's him. He's got a track called Hell March, and it is pretty awesome. Okay, we're gonna put our trucks next to the Tesla coils because we're gonna get rushed. So this is pretty treacherous, but I think you can see that that entire attack was quelled by just these 3 Tesla coils. I like to have a lot. I like to have like 5 or 6, maybe 7. So they're gonna pay for their transgressions here. I'm gonna attack their truck. I know I'm going down, but I'm attacking this truck. So we've almost got a full wall there. And we're going to watch this guy, see if he comes down. Looks like they're getting attacked by the Russians. So we've got a little bit of time to buy. I'm going to run a power plant up to these trees, like I said, and build another set here. Get out of the way. Yeah, maybe I need to do this little number so I can have a little bit of distance. Yeah, that's the other thing. You want to give yourself room because you really want to build these airfields so you can uncover the map. But I'm much more of like a Byzantine style player. Like, I definitely want to have the best. I want to have the best defense. I'm really wide open up here, which is really dangerous, but I'm just going to hopefully be able to rely on these 4. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I want. I want that right there. So now we're protecting this little area here. And I have a feeling that once this gets dry, those trucks might come down here. And I'm going to want, again, that tower rush on these ore areas is going to be really a good deal for me. You can see these little, like, what looks like railroad tracks going into a hole. That's where the ore grows from. It will grow out of that. The original concept, I think, for this was Tiberium, which is like a toxic crystal that these trucks would harvest. I might play Tiberium Sun one of these days. I don't know. We'll have to see. It is kind of weird. I mean, I know that this is going to be recorded and it's going to stay on my YouTube channel, but it is really weird. Like, doing this in front of nobody. Like, I don't know. Maybe I could share it. Well, that's what I'll do. I'll share it. We'll copy the link. And we'll share it to some people. Nobody's gonna watch it. But we'll give it a shot. Ooh, I'm surviving a rush here. So you can see how powerful these towers are, and how well they repel these attacks. And this little wrench, that is like a repair feature that you can use. I'm gonna do this little number so that I can get a Tesla coil on this side. So it's all proximity from the nearest building and the nearest construction yard for how far you can build out. It's not like Age of Empires where you can just build wherever you want, which is an awesome feature. I wish that there was a red alert that was like that. But yeah. How do I get back to the chat? I want to get back into the chat. There we go, there's the chat. Alright. I've just never done this before. This is kind of interesting. I've done podcasts before, but never, like, yeah, I've never done it quite like this before. So you can double click on a multiple of a building, and it'll make it the primary building, which is where the item, or where the unit will spawn from. A really helpful feature. That's the thing about these old games and why I still play them, is that they're finished, they were tested. They're not, the people were paid well, at least for the time. So I feel like it's a complete thought. It's a game that's, it's a game that works, and it's solid like chess. You know what I mean? You don't have to guess if it's gonna work or if it's gonna glitch, or like, I play Ark a lot, and it fucking it's super frustrating because it's an unfinished pile. But for some reason I keep playing it. I'm having a lot of fun with it, but it's super frustrating. This I can, like, relax and play. I enjoy it. It's fun. Yeah, it's a totally different thing with this game. Yeah. So it's saying silos needed. So what that means is, like, you can see this little thing, how it fills up with ore. That means that you can only hold so much ore at a time, and that's dependent on your ore refinery and your silos. So the way to combat that is just to build stuff, in my opinion. But otherwise, you're kind of wasting a finite resource. I mean, it's not finite. It's just you're going to be waiting a long time to let the ore regrow, and that sucks. That's no fun. Put that there. Missile silo, yeah, we're going to do that later. We'll build another one of these. So that let me build a mammoth tank, a flamethrower, Tanya, and an MAD tank. Mammoth tanks are fun. I'll build one of those just to kind of show you what it looks like. Okay. Yeah, that's a cool tank, isn't it? Big bastard. There, now everything can escape rather quickly because it's right close. 1, 2, yep, we're going to build a bunch of these. Then I'm going to put a helicopter down here because I like to build the Chinook. It's something that you can put units on. So something that's normally slow you can make go really fast. Also, we're going to, since this is a water map, we're definitely going to utilize the submarines that the Soviets have. Yeah, and I'm not even going to worry about that little attack. That's nothing. My Tesla coils are going to eat them alive. I'm just going to reveal the shroud here. I'm going to sacrifice this helicopter so I can use the helipad for the Chinook. It's pretty expensive and dumb, but I like to do it. It's kind of my thing. Because I'm out, it looks like I'm out of ore, but it looks like I've caught these guys with their pants off. Oh yeah, we want to blow this bad boy up. Come on, blow it up. Get it. So yeah, so that's basically a death sentence. Come on, get this. So basically what we've done is we're going to reduce these guys to just soldiers. Ooh, we might have just beat them. So if you destroy the buildings that build stuff, they will give up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the maximum number you want is 6 for any given building. Okay. Yeah, I want you guys over here where there's more, because they're going to retaliate, definitely. Yeah, they're already sending little guys there. And then we're going to shore up this corner. They like to hug corners. So that's something that you want to do. You want to hide or reinforce the corners there. Looks like we're out of money. So this is a precarious situation. So now we're in a moment where getting crates is super important. Because that's our only source of money. Also, if you do have a little bit of an army, which we just sacrificed for the sake of making this neighbor not so damn scary, we can sell that. Oh, so we survived that pretty good. Wow, we did catch him with the pants off, didn't we? That hurt him real bad. Yeah, we got this one little soldier. He's going to be our crate grabber. So whenever you're getting down to the hundreds and you've got like few hundred left, you want to make sure that you spend that on your little guys. Because you got to have a guy to go find a crate. And now that we're in the crate part, there's probably an enemy right here in this area. So this is about as far as I can go anyway. So if there's really no reason to explore any further. There's nothing I can do out there. And anything that's going to come after me, I'm going to see with enough time, but I'm not going to be able to react with anything because I don't have anything. I don't have any money, right? So, but we do have these defenses that are steadfast, and that's what we're going to bank on here. And it's just a matter of like poking and prodding them. Now here's something that's cool at CNCnet. CNCnet gives you game controls, and I can increase the game speed. And while we've got it on maximum, you can see how this ore is going to start growing a lot faster. Just because we're making time go by a lot faster. But if you see a crate pop up, you want to push escape as quickly as possible so you can grab that crate and get that money. But right now we're just going to let this ore regrow. Back in the 90s we had to wait. We had to wait for all this to regrow if you wanted to win a fight. And so you would play for hours. You'd play for hours on it. You'd play all day. You'd get off school. You get out of school. You'd play this game until fucking church at night, and then after church you'd come back. You'd have dinner and you'd play this game until they made you go to bed. Man, you might not even finish it. You're definitely going back to a save game for sure. So we saw a little crate there. We're going to turn the speed all the way back down and see if he can race up there and grab it quick enough. Looks like they didn't do any damage to my stuff. Yeah. So that really weakened them. And that was a really good strategic move, sending all of that stuff that I once had for defense, and then took that moment to attack. Okay, so this is really great. Now that he's got that speed, he's the fastest damn guy ever. So we're gonna name him number 6. And number 6 is your crate guy. He's gonna go. He's already got another one. Boom! We got another truck out of that one. Awesome. So you always want to get those crates. Sometimes, though, they'll blow up on you, and that's no good. But as you can see, everything is kind of paused right now. And if I had discovered this whole map, you'll see that everything is either in dreadlock. They don't have any way of making any money. They don't have any way of producing any units. And they're also, like, sometimes it's because they're just plain old stuck. They've made so much stuff that it's all gridlocked and nothing will move, nothing will budge. So that's probably what we're seeing right now. And what I like to call those is a beehive. Is essentially that's what it is. You've got this massive conglomeration of enemy units that you take that one little piece out, and they're going to just all escape and then immediately retaliate against you. So that we might see that today. I'm not sure. You never know with this game and what the AI might do. Yeah. So let's test this again. Let's go to this program and pull it over. So you've got a little bit of an introduction of what Red Alert is like. It's a super strategic game. It's a super fast-paced game until you run out of ore, like you're seeing right now, and then it becomes a really long, drawn out ordeal. This is usually where people will quit. I don't. I keep going. We're gonna win this fight, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it well. I like having hard in the game because it's very difficult to play against, but it's very hard to play against a lot of them, and it's not something that I get pleasure in fighting. But this is a good enough challenge for me as far as difficulty level. You know, having one hard one normal, and the rest is easy. Um, I definitely could increase more normals, but as I've found that the difference between normal and hard is really hard to notice, and sometimes normal is more difficult than hard, and normal will defeat hard. So I'm not quite sure what. There's probably some things that where it's like cheating, right? Where then it basically just gives the harder character more units, more money, you know, that things like that. Because that's basically how the AI works, is it cheats. So if you'll notice, like if there's no more ore, it'll still be making units. That's because it's getting ore per turn probably based on its difficulty. But anyway, so that's kind of what we're looking at right now as far as uh, what stage of the game we're in. So let's hop back over to the game and see what's going on. So, not much has changed. I think we're going to speed this up again. And just let it ride and just keep looking for crates. They pop in pretty quick, pop in and pop out pretty quickly, so you gotta have a good eye and you gotta have your finger on the escape key once you see a crate. And we'll see one here at some point. I'm not sure what the algorithm is on what determines on where they are, and and I'm sure there's some circumstantial things where I do know that if you don't have a construction yard, you're really highly likely to get a mobile construction vehicle out of a crate. It's a way that'll save your game. You know, like if you're about to lose, you lost your construction yard, and then on your attack you pick up a crate and it's got this MCV in it. Your game is saved. You can start building a base again. So it's just something you really want to keep an eye out for. If you've got a slower machine, you'll notice that the game speed isn't going to be quite as fast as what mine is. I play on another computer, a Sony Vaio. I guess I could show you what that looks like. Here, we'll get a game going here, and then we'll flip over to the webcam, and we'll show you. Oops, I'll show you the setup here. So I've got a big 55-inch screen up here that's showing this game of the Red Alert that you're seeing, and then I've also got a little Sony Vaio down here below me, where I also play Red Alert. But this is an older machine, more than a decade, I think, is how old this machine is. But what I've noticed is that when you play it, when you play this one, some of your inputs are not, or some of your inputs aren't registered. There we go. I think that's how you do that. I'm still learning. Plus, I haven't had one fucking viewer this whole time, so I don't think it's gonna matter. Nobody watches my other streams, so I feel like I've been shunned by the internet world for some reason. Like I'm this like I'm some kind of pariah, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. It's like something. It's like I don't know. I'm tired of getting screwed.
I think that's how you do that. I'm still learning.
Alright, it works. Yay! We're back in the stream, ladies and gentlemen. We're back in the stream. We're on my screen. I believe we are. Yes, we are. Yeah, so let's look at this. Pull this, like you can see, like, YouTube error. Open widget. Open what widget? I had at 6:43 p.m. What time is it now? 6:04. Oh, I just had one. Lower than the recommended bitrate. We're going to use an audio stream bitrate of 128 kilobytes per second. Oh, see, now it's excellent. So I don't get it. It's so. By the way, this is brought to you by. This is brought to you by T-Mobile home 5G home internet. So if you want to know the quality of 5G T-Mobile, this is the fucking quality. So I'm about to go into the store and fucking talk to them. I don't know. I've never had good internet. I think when they do the credit check, they're like, "Oh, you're poor, so we're gonna screw you." And I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Let's get back to the red alert, shall we? Boom. Back into the game. Alright. So we put in another Tesla coil. So we found a little crate there. Ooh, look, more money. Yay, more money. So let's build. Boy, there's so much to do. So much to do. How much damage did that do? Oops. It did half. That's pretty good. I'm trying to get another microphone so I'm not relying on the audio from this, but I'm worried that I'm not going to get. I don't know how to use this fucking what do you call it? The program, what's it called? vMix. I just don't know how to use it. It's super complicated. I'm just not quite sure how to run that damn thing. So these guys, okay, so what I'm going to try to do, this will be fun, is I'm going to try to steal this guy's base. And that way we'll be able to use allied technology, like the medics and the mechanics, which are, to me, if you could have Tesla coils and mechanics and medics, that would be my ideal strategy. Pillboxes, Tesla coils, mechanics, and medics. That way you can fix your trucks, you can heal your troops, all for free, instead of having to put them on the pad and whatnot. I have a feeling we're going to lose this transport. There's going to be a Tesla coil at the end of this road, I want to bet you. And we're going to be saying goodbye to this. Boy, that was a lot of money in those crates. Look at all this. Wow, look at all that. That's a lot of ore. So this is what happens when you let it grow. And you'll notice that this area has been totally decimated. So it's been... There it is. I told you. Boy, and we made it out alive. Look at that. It is a miracle. Boy, this thing is fucking holding on by a thread, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it's funny because like I've been shadow banned on TikTok. I've been shadow banned on YouTube for years. They've refused monetization for me for years. Um, like I get in trouble on Facebook all the time. Like the internet is not what it used to be. The internet used to be like a place where you could just do whatever you wanted and nobody fucked with you, and you could say whatever you wanted, and your life wouldn't end, and that kind of shit. Which I'm for some reason, for some things that makes sense. Like if you're saying crazy shit, um, that's like anti-Semitic or fucking racist or whatever. Like that's one thing, but like I was just cussing a lot and drinking and smoking and using politically incorrect words. Um, but like I don't know, like other people say them and don't get in trouble, so I don't know. It's been really hard to try to do anything, make any kind of money on the internet. And I've tried to do it for, let's see, I've started trying to do this in 2006, I believe. So I've been at this YouTube game for fucking forever, and nothing. It's roadblock after roadblock. I don't know what it is. It's like some kind of fucking curse. I don't get it. Maybe I'm just unwatchable. I don't know. But there's people who are like meaner than me, or like weirder than, like maybe I'm not weird enough. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to unpack why the internet has never been a place where I've had any kind of success with anything. Like I don't get it. And I'm doing it all on my own, and maybe that, and not paying anyone, and maybe that's the thing. They want you to pay. Like, if you're not paying them, I mean, maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just not. It's fucked. It's totally fucked. Makes no sense to me. Oh well, I'm enjoying myself a little bit, though. I mean, it is really weird, though, again, like, doing a live for nobody. That's really kind of weird. And I'm sure it'll be even weirder me watching it back and knowing that I'm the only other view on the oh boy. Maybe when I'm dead and long gone, people that knew me will see this, and it'll be like they got to hang out again or something. I don't know. That was another truck, huh? Wow. Oh, no. I built another one. Oh, my watch. Yeah, that was probably an alarm that was supposed to be for some other day. There we go. Turn that fucker off. Alright. I've even had people like come up to me and be like, "Why don't you stream? You should stream. Like, don't you stream?" Like, it's like, and then I do it and fucking not a soul. I mean, what? It's Friday. It's Friday at 7 o'clock, and nobody, like radio silence. It's like, boy, that is so funny to me. I mean, I've had more people watch my PS4 lives, but I think that's because I think if you're on a PS4 and you're fucking around, you can find you can find the live shit, and then watch it if you're interested in the game. And it was probably Skyrim, so there's always somebody trying to watch Skyrim, so maybe that's, I don't know. Maybe that's what I'm looking at. I don't know. This is good. We've got a good group of trucks. Boy, that was really weird, complaining about the whole internet thing. That was really weird. I apologize for that. That's fucking weird. That's a weird person complaint. And then I said, maybe I'm not weird enough. Because I'm essentially just like talking to myself. Like, it's so fucking weird. Oh well. Let's take old Ripper and see if we get somebody in on this live. Man, I know charlatans who have more views than me. All I'm offering is quality Red Alert content. Okay. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, we can... yeah, and I remember I told you 6, right? 6. See, now that they know... See, look at this fight here. I put those ore truck, or the ore factories up, and they immediately come after me. Like that, I told you, it was a real thing. It's like a retaliation type thing. And then we're gonna put, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we don't need another one of those. We need power. Oh, don't do that. Yeah, so you gotta watch your trucks. Look at this fucking idiot here. Because he's trying to get this, probably this shit here. But we're all out. So we're gonna go grab these guys and park them. That's why you always want to put these guys on a group. So if you get into a little bit of a panic and you don't know what button to push, you always know that you can push 0 and or whatever the number you want to give them, and they won't. You might be able to save a life. Let's get everybody neatly parked. Alright, how many Tesla coils can we make? Because that's essentially what the task is now. Yeah, maybe I would feel less weird if I would, like, stopped talking. But then I worry that somebody will pop in and then see that I'm not talking and be like, well, I'm not watching this. And then they leave, like, oh, it's so frustrating. I guess, you know, let's see, now we're fucked. So that's as many as we could make. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to sell that off. And then I guess I'm going to sell this. And then we're going to do the rest in flamethrowers. How about that? Another cool trick you can do is build the service depot and then put a um, and then build a mobile construction vehicle and then put it on a transport boat and send it into the middle of the water. The AI is such that it doesn't use navies for some reason, and I'm not quite sure. I think it's because the game would be impossible to play if they did use navies. That's my guess. It would be so hard. Um, and also, if they increased their use of like air stuff, it would be way wicked hard. Um, hey, where did I lose my? Oh, they must have shot it down. They must have got shot down. Yeah, no, we're gonna put flame towers up. They're not quite as effective, but they'll get rid of pesky. Uh, they'll get rid of pesky. Like foot troops, foot soldiers. It's because it never feels good to get fucking fucked over by two soldiers. Like, it's really depressing. So you want to avoid that when you can, and flamethrowers will definitely help with that. The shame of getting screwed. Okay. I don't build dogs, so I'm not going to build a kennel. We don't make those. They're expensive and they die too easily. So we're not going to use those fucking things. That's not happening. But we are going to make an airfield. A bunch of them. We don't have the room, but we've got to do it. This is what's going to give us the spy planes and the paratroopers and MiGs. Here, we're going to hold off on that. The paratroopers are great. You can amass a really large army without any money and try to end the fight, which is great. So that's as many as I can build, so we're just going to wait. Okay. That means... Well, there's a few things we could do here. One option is to get all these trucks. Well, it looks like I've got... That's right, I got money in here that we can use. Yeah, the pathfinding is pretty poor. Or not pathfinding, but the AI is pretty piss poor at finding routes to where you're telling it to go. It's kind of etch-a-sketchy. So here's the spy plane. I don't know if you saw me, you click over there. And we're going to reveal this here. Yeah, so these are the okay, alright. Now, if I take out these two things with air superiority, or with missile subs, which I'd like to use, I'll probably do that on this one, but this one I'm going to have to attack from air. Then they're knocked out. They're out for good. They're going to sell all their buildings and do one last push, and then this player will be eliminated from the fight. Okay, so we got some more cash to play with. We're going to build some more airfields. Now we're going to really have to watch these guys, because once they're done, they're going to try to go into this guy's base, and that's going to be a nightmare. Okay, so we got this guy. He's already got to go in. You've got to go in. You've got to go. Nope, come here. What's going on here? Here, we'll just do it this way. Must be too small of an area. That's weird. Look at how thin that little isthmus is. Okay, paratroopers, that's going to be good. We've almost doubled our forces on the ground here. It's very helpful. And it adds up after a while, too. Okay, word to the wise. Don't grab this crate with your truck's boat. Grab it with a new boat, because if it blows up on you, you lose all your trucks. So that's a teachable moment there. And then if you get money out of it, you get an extra transport. And who doesn't want an extra transport? Yeah, we got money out of it. So let's see, that was worth it. And we're going to get a big payday from here. So maybe we want to watch that real quick. Because we're at 5,000. Each one of these can hold 2,000. So if you think about it, 2, 4, 6,000. So 2, 4, 6,000. That only gives us room for 1,000. Each one of these is probably 1,000 or 2, maybe 15. I'm not sure. So we're going to hold off on that. We're going to hold off on that, and we're going to spend this money real quick before we dump that into there. So that was a really lucrative move we just did. That's going to really help us a lot. We're going to be glad we did that. Okay, 4. What I find is that sometimes you need anywhere from 5 to 7 jets, MiGs, if you will. Oh, that's a bummer. That doesn't look good at all. I don't have any room there. So I'm just gonna go with these 4, I guess. I mean, we could sell this off and increase that, maybe. Yeah, maybe that's what we do. We'll get the troops out of it anyway, at least. You know, what we can do is we can divvy up that power as well. This will give us 7, so that's a good amount. That's what you want. We can build a missile sub and go start pestering that guy. Okay, now, yeah, we're going to put Tesla coils along here, but I can only put, what, 1 or 2? I think I could put 2 up. And then it's praying to God time on it, as far as that's concerned. Okay, parabombs is fun. We're going to use that to drop this motherfucker. And we're going to buy that Chinook I've been telling you about. Beautiful. We're going to call him number 8. Our jets are going to be number 9. See, and in this short period of time, we've really come a long way, right? We've built a nice little army here. Where we've made moves that will work. Almost. We've made some significant progress. For certain. Okay, now we're out of money, right? So we're just gonna take this money that we've just been sitting on. And go do that. Yeah, that's great. Okay, we already got his. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to do flame towers along here. And we're just gonna hope that that doesn't screw us over. Ooh, they got rocket guys here, so that was a mistake. So we're gonna go shoot these guys instead. We don't want to. You don't want rocket guys hurting your planes and jets and shit. That's no good. Okay, we're gonna clear this ore out to make way. We could probably thin this out real quick, really easily. This one right here. Keep going. There you go. That's probably like, what, 50 bucks? That's not going to be much, but we got to clear it out anyway. Okay, so this is, I'm okay with this. Because they're going to be wanting to come in here anyway, because I'm going to park my ore trucks in here. So that's another thing the AI likes to do, is it likes to go after your ore trucks first over everything. So if you have a little spot where you can be heavily defended, like a little Alamo, they'll chase those ore trucks. They'll just immediately go to those ore trucks no matter where they are. And they'll walk right into your defenses, and you can thwart a fucking, if you will. And that's a good strategy. So I think we got some planes out of that. So I've got these guys pretty much in full view. They haven't been doing much. These guys could attack me, but they haven't yet. I'm not quite sure why. Usually they do. Usually they'll attack you no matter what. Okay, that looks like that's as much as we can do. We got 3 planes. So we can start pestering this guy now. Now, if I was smart, I would have built a service depot over here. And we'd put an MCV over here and build an ore truck right here and just let it be clandestine, because they're going to attack it. But you are going to make a lot more money in the long run by doing that. So maybe on this next run with these 5 guys, these 5 trucks, we will build that infrastructure. Or maybe I might have to end the stream, actually, here soon. I mean, nobody's watched. I haven't garnered any audience, so I'm not too bad about it. And plus, it's my first time. So, I might not ever do it again, because I figured I'd get maybe some people to watch. It's not like there's nobody on the internet. Nobody likes Red Alert. Like, I don't buy that. Maybe they just don't like watching people play it. I don't know. I don't get it. It's weird. I tried streaming Ark earlier today, but we died or something, and they tried to go to an old save, and it totally ruined it. It totally fucking ruined it, and I raged quit, and I was like, I'm not fucking playing this bullshit. I'm done. I've been playing Ark for like probably a year now, or maybe a little over a year, maybe like 13 months. And I'm about done. Yeah, we're done here.